Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between. We are gathered here today in the memory of Scotch. That's a thick and away a genuinely warm individual. More importantly, a loving leader. It is deprived of so many others, a good friend and a great companion. Copy pasting. Wow. We pay tribute and celebrate a life that was well lived, a life committed to the cause of freedom of her own country. When liberty came, to build harmony and peace around her. Not many leave behind a legacy of such dedication and accomplishment. Life can be fleeting, but a life well lived to the fullest stays in fond memory. Scotch, through her decorum and grace, endeared herself to many. Now let her soul be free, let it join the crashing waves and the gentle breeze. Let us be an extension of her will and carry on with strength of stone and hearts of fire. Emor hot stone, Emor Scotch, and Emor Uldarash. Should anyone wish to pay their last respect and talk to her spirit before she finally passes on, rise. No? You can
For
raise your hand.
context, yeah, I was like, raise your hand. Raise your hand if anyone would like to speak. Now's your time.
Do I just come up to the front or stay where I am at?
Come
You
on.
can come up to the front.
Okay. Or maybe do I just stand here? Yeah. Right. Right. I'm doing this right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you're fine.
ScotchKnight is a loved member of Hearthstone. She did many great things. I knew her as family, as my cousin. She always had a kind and generous heart, and I hope that her spirit may find rest, and she will be greatly missed among the spirit knights in Hearthstone. Okay, I'm gonna leave now. Quiet, your groaning moment.
All right, if anyone else like to speak, raise your hand.
Will you take care of the inviting of people?
I will be honest, I don't know how to do the stage thing in Discord. I'm not very good at it. I don't know what to. I don't know why.
Paisley have been invited. Oh,
All right, there you go. Excellent. Hazel, you're on stage.
Oh, it's raining. How perfect. Now you can't see Hazel's real tears. um, Scotch was an amazing person. She's the first person that I met outside of our initial Severnian group, and she immediately reached out a hand to welcome us. And she worked so hard to make us feel welcome despite those around her. And she helped us gain our freedom and watched over us, forgave us of our trespasses and our brash actions. And I miss talking to her every day. Peace be with you as you walk among the stars.
All right. If you want to, let's speak.
I'll invite Bourbon. Bourbon has her hand
Oh,
raised.
yeah, you can invite him for next.
Guess we'll take the stage for this one. Truly, there was no other who contributed so greatly to Haven, to Uldarash, to the peace and security that we have on the continent today, to the buildings, the cities, the friendships, all that you see before you comes in large part due to the actions of Scotch, my cousin, friend. She will dearly be missed, all that she has done for Uldarash, for me, everyone here. I'm sure you all have a story of the things Scotch has done, the sacrifices that she's made. Selfless is the best way to describe her and all that she's done. Putting forward such great effort and putting the nation and the collective forth even over her own health priorities. Scotch is truly the best of the Spirit Knights. I am proud to have called her family friend. So it is all I can do to pour out one last drink for my fellow Spirit Knight.
If you want to talk, Sal, you've got to unmute yourself as well. Oh, wait, actually, Ollie, I think you got to unmute him. Oh,
All right.
okay.
Uh, I wrote something. I want to like say the speech. So I never really knew Scotch at first, but now after her death, I really now feel this gap inside of me, inside my bones, and this is the Scotch. Light a world as you have before. Light Rathnir. I miss you, Grandma. Even though we weren't related, our blood wasn't thick enough to be related. But as your adoptive grandson, I wish you the best wherever you go after. The end.
Well, I might as well say something. I feel inclined to. Ooh. All right. Though I didn't know Scotch personally as an individual, as I only came to this great kingdom only a short time ago, I must say I've gotten to know him through the people I've met and through the actions they have taken to establish such a memorial to Scotch herself. And I feel as an obligation, as a member of the Senate, to carry on her legacy in the management and structure of the great empire she has left for us, and to its success and glory. That's about it.
No more speakers, I take.
I'm probably one of the few non-Havenites that has come to speak, but Scotch, you showed up at a moment when Ryzan was at its weakest. You and Kianine found me in a corner, and you were the first people to give me an out. You showed me that as a leader, there was always another way, a smarter, a more moral way. You showed up, your spirit almost a twin to the tenacity of the old Ryzanis, but your kindness was tenfold to that. You showed a light to me in the darkness that still burns in Ryzan, and we will never repay our debt. Ward said that no one has contributed as much to Haven as Scotch had, but I'd argue that no one had contributed to the West as a whole. I don't think the West would be the same without Scotch. Ollie said there now that it was an honor to work with Scotch, but to me, it was an honor to even have met such a wonderful person. Thanks.
All right, I want to see some more stuff about Scotch and really Scotch's work. This entire empire, this is like mostly her work. Hearthstone Yodai is Scotch's works. Like Sanctuary is Scotch's work. This statue is Scotch's work. Scotch working created the statue, and it inspires all of us to work harder, become better than we actually are, to hopefully try fill the shoes. These are some large shoes to fill. Since Scotch died, these are some large shoes to fill, and whoever attempts to fill them, I wish them the best. That is all.
I take it that is everyone. Speak of now, or be forever silenced.
Just quickly, as we have done in the past, sometimes I would like to do in more Scotch and global chat all at once. Just only send it once. We'll have a countdown. Don't spam. Just
Before we end, we've just ignored me, who was raising his hand.
oh
You
wait.
can't see it because you're in here.
Oh
so
shit! I didn't see Mies. My bad. Yeah, here, Mies. Go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
I'll remember this.
I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
Anyway, what I want to say is, in history, there are certain times, well, when eras in history always end. And sometimes you can only see those eras long before they have passed certain events. When you can say, like, yeah, hundreds of years later, say this was the moment an era ends. But also sometimes there are moments that happen when everyone can feel that an era has ended. And I think this day, the death of Scotch, is one of those rare moments where we can all collectively think, this is the end of an old era. This is the end what we thought of the era of ScotchKnight. And the coming times are, to be honest, uncertain. And we all have to work together to make sure we'll all live through it. But I think we can all work together, be united, and that there is always hope, even in the darkest of times. That's it.
Okay. In that case, I shall take the last word.
There is another person who wants to talk.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi guys. Give me a minute. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Hey man, why'd I get kicked? That's so disrespectful. What the heck, man? What the heck, bro? Come on. Just kidding. I'm writing the script still, so Navali could go if she wants. Just give me a minute.
My words shall be the final.
That's a bro moment. Give me a minute. I'm literally like typing 108 words per minute.
In that case, does anyone else want to say something? Now is your chance.
I might as well say something.
After that, I will say something as well.
Come up here.
Who was that? I may not have known Scotch as well as other people, but I did know them well enough to work with them for a few months. And I just want to say, as Emperor, anybody who defiles this statue or this island will be punished with immediate exile from the Empire. Remember Scotch.
Great.
Okay.
Okay. We all know ScotchKnight, my mother. She was an incredible person. To lead such a great empire as Uldarash with all its incredible people, I am honored that that I was able to meet her, work with her, and it's a great loss. I don't have a script for it. Okay. But that's it, I think.
Delta also wants to speak, but he'll speak in local chat.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm ready.
Just wait. Someone else is talking in local.
My fault, she. I'm not there, so.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll let you know. I'll let you know when they're done. Yeah, we can talk now if you'd like.
Motherfuckers! Whoever's throwing this poison, I'm gonna fucking find.
Oh my god.
Just ignore it. Just ignore it.
Yeah,
Men's is like gonna break the shit. Minecraft poison? I guess you have to fix it now. Literally, alright. Let me pull out my sword. Sorry, I have a little cough. People of Uldarash, today a grievous and eternally mourning day has acquainted us. However, we must not dwell in the past. Rather, we must push forward into the future in order to construct the present. For Uldarash, being in its third youth, is still unstable with many enemies. I believe that the passing of Scotch, whilst the most unfortunate moment in Haven's history as a whole, is an opportunity to open new gates for a new future to the Imperial Federation. For she will be with us in spirit, and we, as the people, should have a moral obligation to push forward with her mindset and her personality, achieving even greater things than she has, as she would have wanted. You may think of me however you may, as the dweller from Asharia, the refugee from Midnay, whatever you may think, really. But at the end of the day, my words stand, and all I ask is that they be kept in the back of everyone's heads, not just for their sake, but for Scotch. And their Uldarash. That's all I got. Fuck. My lungs.
So, I shall close out and take the final word. You've said your last goodbyes. With your words of endearment, her immortal soul shall take to the sky to watch over those whom she held dear. She shall not forget your kindness. Remember her, and when you meet her in the beyond, she too shall remember you, and greet you with the same kindness you showed her in her last moments tied to this world. Now that we are without her, remember, carry on with strength of stone and hearts of fire. That was the final wish for Haven. Emor Scotch, Emor Haven, Emor Uldarash.
Okay, now we'll do the global Emo Scotch. So everybody type it in and wait for the countdown. Emo Scotch, Emo Uldarash.
I gotta unmute global.
Yep. Okay, I'll give you all a minute, well, not a minute, a few seconds to type it in. Global, in global. Don't spam it, just type one message and then we'll send it at once. Okay. Okay, get ready to send in 3, 2, 1, send. Nice going, guys. Okay, okay.
This concludes the funeral of Scotch. I do believe that everyone got to say their last goodbyes. Should you live with any regrets, you can repent at her grave. You're free to leave flowers.
Also, over here to the right, there's a bunch of barrels. In the leftmost barrel, you find some signs. Feel free to hang up signs on these walls with any message you want to leave.
Did you make sure the claim is not?
The claim is fucked, but like, I can add you temporarily. Just message me in game and I'll add you. Yeah, if you need perms, just message me real quick and I'll add you.
If anyone would like some complimentary Uldarash flags, I do have them.